YouTube channel. Can you just check? How does YouTube streaming work? So we connected to Google Hangout, and for one action everything that is happening on YouTube or on Google Hangout is being on YouTube that particular channel. And then the video name is there. The video name is there. The video is recorded, right? Yeah, it gets uploaded. Will always. So the YouTube channel, YouTube link also? Yeah. It is 6 Yeah, I know. And for doing live, so we'll start. By the way, it's pretty weird.
we put it down. No, there's one on the side as well. Yeah. It should work.
So what is this all about? We have a hackathon coming up on the 28th of November, and you all have signed up. And this is a Barclays Rise hackathon to identify the next big thing in fintech. So we'll talk a little bit more about it. But I'm going to tell you what are we going to do today over here. What is the agenda? So we have you guys over here. We have some guys on the Hangout. Hello, people. I hope you all can hear me well. Okay. So what we're going to do is, a lot of you have questions about the hackathon. First, we've been receiving a lot of calls from you asking a lot of questions on various topics. Right? Most of the questions are hovering around those three problem states. World 1, World 2, World 3, right? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to code? What technology I'm going to use? Some people have shared ideas with us to validate if those ideas are right. Am I going down the right path? Is this okay? If I come to the hackathon and I code something like this, would it work? Would I qualify for for the judging criteria? What are technology platforms available for me to leverage on? What APIs can I use? So what we decided was, let's meet up before the hackathon and you guys throw all questions at us and we will answer each and every one of those questions, or at least we'll try to. So this is how the day looks like. So we have people calling into that direction. So my phone has to switch on. So I'm sorry for that. So we have 2 hours. What we'll do is I'm gonna invite. So we have 3 problem statements, right, on the website: World 1, World 2, and World 3. I'm going to invite the sponsor of each of those problem statements. Barclays is a sponsor which has sponsored 1 problem statement each. So the sponsor will come over here. They will explain a bit more about the problem. They'll try to give as much detail about the problem as they can. So we'll talk about World 1 first, talk about World 2 first, we'll talk about World 3 first. You'll have a lot of questions with you, right? So make a note of it. I would request you to not start asking questions when the presentations are going on. After the presentation is done, I'm gonna ask our technology partner Salesforce is here. Just come up on the stage and talk for 2 minutes about the APIs and the platform available to you from Salesforce. And after that, we'll have the Q&A session. Most of the time, we'll go into that Q&A session. So feel free to ask any questions you might have. And we are all here, the sponsors, our technology partners, and organizers of the platform, to answer any questions that you for us. Okay? Clear? Okay. I invite Sarah to please come on the stage and talk for World 1.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Kenya, Africa. I hope you will be able to find like a lot of things. So our problem as a business is the fact that our customer base is not growing as fast. We are in a market where mobile money, Kenya is the lead country in the world on mobile money, with M-Pesa as a solution. And that solution has now been scaled into partnership with banks and gone into the virtual wallet, virtual accounts. So the question is the in Kenya, how do we adopt a more progressive model to one, grow our customer base? We're talking about 10 times in 1 year. And the second thing is also revenue. And what we do as a partner, you're really in a market where there are many competitors, then it's very difficult for a customer to go from one to another. So how do we create a value proposition that locks this customer to make sure we get the revenue? So the main problem there is really how do we simplify the consumer payment experience and get one wholesome solution. Which is a brief journey of Kenya to have an understanding of where our market is and what our problems are, and of what we're looking for. So in Kenya, we have moved from traditional conservative banking to seeing mobile network Kenya, and is the owner of M, is the fact that we have seen development, as I mentioned earlier, flowing into mobile virtual accounts, where MNOs are partnering with banks now to support account opening on the mobile phone without any face-to-face KYC. And that account opening is tied mobile lending as well. Is a credit scoring model which looks at your behavior from a transactional perspective and how do you utilize your airtime, how often do you use your airtime, how many calls do you make, how do you utilize M-Pesa, for example. So they use that data to then and this platform currently is mainly on USSD and structured supplementary. So no one has gone to those. It's very, very important right now. In terms of the second market, there are really four quadrants. One, from a customer perspective, customers are now changing. They're changing their loyalty and they're not as loyal as they were before. So 100 years ago, when Barclays started, having banking the banks like Barclays was a big thing. Even in the last 20 years, saying that I bank with Barclays was a big thing. But that loyalty has disappeared. Customers are looking for choice. They are more aware. So it's not just about having a big brand. The second thing is people want convenience. And that's why mobile money has been picked up in Kenya. I don't have the time to run around thinking of how physically use my money to pay my workers or how I'll send money to my family. How do I quickly do all the transactions that I want to do as I build my life? The third thing is product innovation and intense competition. So, as I mentioned earlier, banks are thinking wider that are starting to partner with MNOs, and I'll show you what has happened in the market. And so people are starting to think beyond the conventional banking services to see what they can do to give our customer who become more aware, who's looking for more choice. And the fourth thing is large volume banking. So, like I mentioned, very better getting into the space of banking. We have not seen controlled regulation yet in terms of, should they just be locked in a telco operator, or should they be locked from playing in the banking space? So there's a haziness from a regulation perspective. And until that haziness is clear, we will continue seeing them tapping more into our customers taking away our market share. So in terms of an industry snapshot, we split on the left the market segmentation of Kenya. As from how we look at it as Barclays, I'll explain what each of them mean. And then to the right, we're showing you where the top part shows you where the core banking players are, and the bottom part shows you where the MNOs and the banks are coming to play. So the unbanked really are the individuals, and I'm having the or in the house somewhere, the real logic of like core financial banking system. For us in Kenya, our mass market is individuals who have less than $150 as net income per month. Personal is up to a net income of $10,000. Prestige is above that, and then Premier is above $30,000, $3,000, $1,000, and $100. That's how we segment the market. But the most important thing is this part here, the mass market and the unbanked, because it's very expensive in the core banking infrastructure to create efficient banking in this segment and the unbanked. This is where the new opportunities are coming up, and this is where the core of the population is. If in Kenya, for example, out of the salaried individuals who are about 0.3 million, only 100,000 lie in this area. Then you have about 500,000 in this area. Everyone else is in the mass market, those who are employed. And then everyone else in the population, which is close to 20 million people, is unmarked. It's hard to reach out into these new opportunities. We can no longer rely on this top segment, which is very different in terms of market share. So in terms of M-Pesa, just to give you an idea, I wanted to show you how the revenue has grown. So we're talking about 24% growth year on year. Both from a revenue. In terms of 30-day active customers, currently we have about 16 million active users, of which they get income from the population, because the nearest competitor has an active. So it gives you an idea of how dominant Safaricom is in the market. In terms of what has happened, so everyone has recognized that M-Pesa is a key driver of mobile money in Kenya, and the banks will say, hey, if I don't partner with M-Pesa, I'm broke. They already have all these 16 million customers. If I need to start tapping that, it's easier if I go to Safaricom and then have a partnership with them. So what has happened is we have two models that happen. The first model is these two banks. So these are two separate banks, but they're employing the same model. What they have done is they have got a actual account to mobile lending, where you will give us the data, and the credit scoring to then deliver the full end-to-end solution to the customer. So M-Shwari was launched years ago. It has an active base of 7 million customers, and it's growing phenomenally. But then you can see in terms of, we're talking about 40,000 notifiers per day, but the amount that sits in the account is like $5. That's the average balance that sits in that account. So we're talking about small values, but the pointer is the number of transactions passing through. KCB is the largest bank in Kenya, so again, they realized that there was an opportunity partnering with Safaricom. So they launched this M-Pesa account. So again, it's a virtual account with mobile lending. Both of these are USSD based. So they launched in March 2018. So far, they have 2.7 million active customers. Again, you can see the numbers are quite small in terms of quantum of actual deposits being held per account. So this is like $7. But again, the volumes are starting to come in terms of the number of transactions. So what we've seen with both of these models is that they are trying to drive transactional behavior. they're trying to get more transactional behavior and really driven on mobile banking. The third and most interesting model is Kenya's second largest bank, Equity Bank. So they decided they will not partner with Safaricom. They decided to go and create their own mobile virtual network operator. So they have an MVNO called Equitel. So they're riding off the infrastructure of Airtel in Kenya to support the MVNO. But within that part of the MVNO, they're providing virtual banking services. So again, they're doing the virtual account and the mobile lending. Unlike these are the two models, like Mshwari, all I need to do is to go to the M-Pesa menu, go to Mshwari. If I don't have an account, it takes me 30 seconds to get an account. With Equitel, it's still a very traditional onboarding, customer onboarding process. So I still have to go to a branch, fill in some forms, and then they onboard me into the service. I also have to buy what they're calling a SIM card, the Equitel SIM card. I then get that SIM card on top of my normal SIM card, and then I can access the Equitel services through that SIM card. So again, it's a very different approach, but if you look at the underlying value proposition, it's still generic based on the virtual account, the transactional account, or savings account, and mobile lending. So this is again just to show you what Equitel is doing. What is very clear about Equitel is they are targeting their own existing customer base. So the previous two examples I gave you, they are targeting Safaricom in the market based on M-Pesa. Equitel are targeting their own customers. So they don't care whether you're a Safaricom user or an Airtel user, they care that you're an Equity bank customer. So what are we saying as Barclays? So we're saying that, currently there's a limitation in the market in terms of the mobile money solutions that are there. The MNO is restricted, or if you have money, you need to go the MVNO route, mainly USSD focus. All these three solutions that I've shown you can only work in Kenya. So no one has provided a regional or global solution from a mobile money payment perspective. We have restrictions. So the regulations in Kenya and M-Pesa, which govern the mobile money framework, is that you cannot transfer more than $700. So again, that is how much money can move around in that system. And then obviously it's still expensive because they're still using what I'll call old technology. When we step back as a bank and looked at what customer needs are in the market, what are our customers telling us? Yes, I have this USSD solution for my banking and for convenience. What more does this not offer me? Customers are saying, these solutions don't reward me when I do the right thing. So both on the two models that I showed you earlier, no one is looking at customer and saying, Sarah, because you're a frequent user or because you've noted that you save frequently, you are getting such and such loyalty points. Thus, no one has a reward system currently. The other thing is that it's more than just simple peer-to-peer or peer-to-business or business-to-consumer transactions. I mean, people are not thinking beyond simply transferring. So if I was speaking, I can clarify what I mean. The solution right now, I can transfer money from, let's say, myself to other individuals, or I can transfer money to companies to pay for bills. But it's not going to be so you don't have to get to the lending and things like that. There are no cross-border transactions. Customers want simplicity, and I think this is what has made these models rely heavily on USSD. Now, the smartphone market in Kenya is only starting to pick up. We're talking about probably less than 10% penetration, but the statistics are showing in the next 5 years, most of the companies like the market to try and bring up uptake. We're going to see a lot of the market moving to smartphone-based usage, and that should really drive the thought around USSD, the only way to go for it. And then the other final thing that customers are saying is no one is helping me plan my money, no one is helping me manage my money or improve my financial health. So, everything is based on around my transactional behavior, and no one is telling me how do I pull up, how do I get from the bottom of the pyramid to the top? What do I need to do? So that area, no one is advising customers. So we are asking ourselves and saying as Barclays, what if I had an experience where I could get both USSD and smartphone-based interfaces that are simple to use and that give me global connectivity, cross-border transactions that I have cheaper transaction on this provide an enhanced value proposition. I think the market is still at a very basic level. The question is who will come up with that one thing that next level. What is for US and we want interoperability. So we don't want to be restricted to working with one and know which is what has happened. How do we become a